And welcome to R1 Unrated Podcast. I am your boy, the real King of Spades. Alright, so today we are going to talk about marriage. Okay? So, we're going to talk about that. Okay? So before we start, it is season 1, episode 12 of the R1 Unrated Podcast. Can you believe it? Season 1, Episode 12, R1 Unrated Podcast. Alright, so today we're going to talk about marriage. Okay? Yeah, we're going to talk about marriage. Alright, so let's talk about marriage, okay? So, where do we start? Alright, so if you're going to get married or if you're planning on getting married, wait. Get to know that person first, okay? Before you're planning to get married, get to know that person first. Make sure that person loves you or you love him. Make sure that person loves you for who you are. Because so I'm gonna tell you a story, okay? Okay, so let me. I don't know what. So I think yes, I was living at my. I think I was living at my grandma's house, okay? Because my aunt and my uncle were my guardian, okay? As we know, so my mom came to visit, and she brought her friend with her, and that friend was Susan. So my mom introduced me to her at my grandma's house, okay? Yes, my mom introduced me to her. So at that time, I didn't really know her, but my mom introduced me. She say, Susan, this is my son, and then she tell me, Ralph, this is Susan. So yeah, we met each other, yeah. So yeah, I was just playing, PlayStation, um, I I was playing PlayStation. I think yeah, I was playing PlayStation, baseball. But, I had like the old gen PlayStation, the old one, PlayStation 1. I had, yeah, I had that. I had that. But, yeah, I had that. So, you know, um, let me see. I don't know what to start. So, yeah, I had an old gen PlayStation, really old one. Okay, it was really old. So, as you can see, yeah, I had that. It was really old. Um, so yeah, so my mom introduced me. So, um, I think I spent a night at my mom's house a long time ago. Yeah, I did. Um, my mom had an apartment, so I spent a night over there. Think like a couple times I spent a night. Yeah, I spent a night a couple of times at my mom's apartment. Um, yeah, and then I think my mom friend came to visit, you know, and then yeah, my mom's friend started liking me, you know. Um, I didn't like her back, you know. I I didn't know what to say to her, you know. I was like kind of shy because I think I was like 24, 25, I think. Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. So so my mom introduced me to her. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I spent a night at my mom's house at her apartment. She invited her friend. Yeah, she did. She invited her friend. Um, yeah, yeah, she invited her friend because my stepdad was there too. Um, so yeah, so yeah, my my stepdad was there. So it was me, my stepdad, my mom. Um, so yeah, and I guess my mom's friend wanted me to stay at her house, but I didn't really know her, that good, to stay at her apartment. I didn't really know her that good. So yeah, we got to know each other. Um, then she said that she wanted to get married with me, but I was still young at that age. 24, 25. Okay, I was still young. So yeah, like I said, if you're planning to get married or getting married, wait until marriage. Get to know that person first. Make sure that person knows you. Or, you get to know each other. Get to know each other a little bit more before you get married. Because, getting married is a hard commitment. It is. Because trust me, I got married with Susan, my mom's best friend, my mom's friend. Okay? So, yeah, like I said, my mom introduced me to her friend Susan. Um, we started being friends. But like I said, my mom's friend was way older than me. I was like around 24, 25, like around that age. I was like 24, 25. But she was like 28, a little bit older than me. I was still young. I was still young. You know, I was still young. Yeah, I was still young. So, I wanted to get to know her more, you know. But she was already talking about marriage, this and that. Yeah. She was talking about marriage, this and that. Then all of a sudden came around summertime. Um, you know, um, Me, Susan, my mom, Peter, we all got married up in Reno. Yes, we did. Yeah. You know, I wanted to get to know her more, but she wanted to marry me. Yeah. So yeah, my mistake is is okay. Let me say this, okay? My mistake, I regret on getting married with Susan. Yes, I regret that. I definitely regret that. Getting married with Susan. I regret that. So, all right. So now let's talk about marriage, okay? So, like I said, if you're planning on getting married or getting married, wait, okay? Don't get married right away. Get to know that person first, okay? Make sure you love that person and make sure that person loves you. Because getting married is a hard commitment. When you get married, you cannot undo marriage, okay? You cannot undo marriage. When you're married for life. Take my advice. Wait. Get to know that person first, okay? Because, getting married is a really hard commitment. It is. It's a very hard commitment. You know, get to know that person first before you get married. Because, you know, you know, once you get married, you can't undo marriage. No. You can't undo marriage. Well, you could get a divorce, but it's going to be a long time, you know, to send a divorce paper to the people, that you were married to. It is. It's hard. It's really hard, Marriage is really tough. Once you get married, you stay married. You know, you can't get a divorce right away. Like just because, that person wanted to get married or you guys wanted to get married, you know, like I said, getting married is a hard commitment. You know, it is. Getting married is a really hard commitment. And especially, you know, um, you don't know who that person is, you're trying to get married, like I said, get to know each other a little bit more before you get married. If you're engaged, and you're planning to get married, get to know that person first. Make sure that person loves you. Make sure you love him, Get to know that person first. Don't get married right away. Because, getting married, and then once you get married, you stay married. And then if you want a divorce, it takes a long time to get a divorce. Take it from me, because my stepdad took me to the courthouse, to get a divorce with my ex-wife. And my ex-wife, I didn't know where my ex-wife lived at. So, so yeah, take that for my advice. Wait. Get to know that person first. Because, like I said, once you get married, it's a really hard commitment. Because, you're committing, you're taking the next big step on getting married. Like, say like you're getting engaged, okay? And then you're planning on getting married. You're setting up the date to get married, right? Well, make sure you get to know that person first. Make sure you know that person. Make sure that person loves you. Make sure you love them back. So yeah, getting married is really hard. So let me tell you this, okay? Getting married with my mom's friend, Susan, that was my first marriage. It was. That was my first marriage. But but look at that. And then after that, I met this girl at Delta College. We were just friends. Okay? I'm gonna tell you a story about that, okay? So me and this. Okay, so I met this girl at Delta College. Okay, her name was Holly. Okay, now she had a boyfriend at that time. Okay, she did. She had a boyfriend at that time. Okay, She had a boyfriend at that time. She was dating someone at that time, but we were just friends. We were. We were just friends. Um, we were friends. Yeah, we became friends. We became good friends after, because she started dating. She was dating someone at that time. Um, yeah, she was dating someone at that time. And then yeah, she was dating someone. Um, and then not only she was dating someone, but she was dating another guy. So she was dating two guys at once. Okay, because her and her ex, they get in an argument. Yeah. So, and then she was dating she was dating another person at that time. But yeah, she was dating someone at that time. But get this, okay? Um, then she went back to her ex. Yeah. And then it's crazy, okay? It is. It's crazy. Yeah, so yeah. She went back to her ex, I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah, cuz she even told me that story, you know. She was dating that person named um well, I'm going to say his name, Zach. She dated that guy named Zach. Um I think they were together for a long time. They were. Then I guess her boyfriend Zach wanted um, to take time off with her, Then she dated another guy named Patrick. Yeah. And then so yeah, he was so attached to her, that guy named Patrick. He was so attached to her. She didn't like that at all. But yeah, like I said, me and her, we were good friends. And then all of a sudden, she decided to, you know, give up. And then I guess she broke it off with her ex, and then with the other guy that she was dating. Um, so like one that was like arguing too much with her. The other one was so attached to her. Yeah, it gets crazy. So yeah, then we met each other. Um, then she told me that she liked a person, and I was saying, who's she talking about? Then I know she was talking about me. So, you know, she was saying she liked this person, but I don't know if he likes me back, if he loves me back. So the answer, she wanted to date me. So yeah, so we started dating. So yeah, we became boyfriend and girlfriend, me and her. Yeah, her name was Holly. So yeah, we became boyfriend and girlfriend. And then yeah. Then came around summertime. I proposed to her around summertime. Yes, I proposed to her around summertime. But yeah, we waited until we get married. We waited. We waited until we got married. And yes, we got married up in Reno. So yeah. So yeah, so like I said, if you're planning to get married, wait. Just wait, get to know that person first. Make sure that person loves you. Or make sure you love him back. Make sure you guys love each other. Because marriage is a hard commitment. And like I said, you cannot back down on marriage. You know. Because, look, there's a lot of people. Okay, let me tell you, okay? There's a lot of people, there's a lot of women that get married with guys and, you know, they don't, like sometimes. Well, I'm not saying, women like to get married with guys, all the time, but, I'm just saying, okay? I'm putting it in a good way, okay? Like most women, they get married with that person. Then, once they get married, they regret it on getting married with that person because, you don't get to know, the only thing is you don't get to know who that person is really good. So, like once you get married, like you got to get to know that person first before you get married. Because like I said, most women that gets married, they end up getting married, then after that, they regret it themselves. They regret it themselves on getting married with that person that you got to get to know more better. Okay? So like I said, wait, get to know that person get to know that person more better before you get married. Get to know that person. Cuz once you get married, you stay married. You cannot undo marriage. You could get a divorce, but it'll be a long time for you to get a divorce. Take take it from one of the Kardashians, okay? Kim Kardashian. Actually, she got married twice. Can you believe it? Kim Kardashian got married twice. Okay? Let's talk about that, okay? She got married to Chris Humphrey. Okay? She got married to Chris Humphrey. But like those kind of stars, like a basketball player and then okay, we're going to talk about Kim Kardashian, but let's talk about Khloe Kardashian, okay? All right, so her and Lamar Odom, they were a thing. If you didn't know that, okay? They were a thing. They were, well, So I guess Lamar Odom proposed to her, and what did they do? Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian got married. That's because you don't get to know that person. Okay. Look, when you get engaged to someone, and you don't get to know that person that well, what happens? You get married like that. So that's what Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom did. They got married right away, and they really didn't get to know each other that good. Stars like that, when they get married with someone, you don't get to know that person that well. Like I said, get to know the person first before you get married. Get to know that person first. Because getting married is a hard commitment. Plus, you stay married. Let's talk about Kim Kardashian, okay? I think her and Chris Humphrey were dating, but not that long. And then Chris Humphries proposed to Kim Kardashian. And what did they do? They end up getting married. And then, not that much later, they got a divorce. Chris Humphries and Kim Kardashian, they got a divorce. Same thing for Khloe Kardashian. Her and Lamar Odom got a divorce. Because you don't get to know that person that good, you don't get to know that person that good, You got to get to know them first. Get to know who they really are. Find out if they love you back, make sure you guys love each other. Get to know that person first before you get married. Because, getting married is really hard. It's a tough commitment. You stay married. And then, okay, so let's talk about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Okay, so Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. I guess they didn't really know each other that good. But they were still dating. Okay, they were still dating. But I guess Kanye West proposed to her, and what did they do? They got married. So, like stars, celebrities, they get married, but guess what? They don't really know that person that good. But, celebrities make money, okay? They do. Celebrities make money, so, they find a way to get a divorce fast. So for them it's fast, but but if like I said, if you're dating someone and you get engaged and you're planning to get married, wait. Get to know that person first before you get married. Okay? Just get to know that person first. Make sure you love each other. Make sure, just make sure like you're getting to know that person good, very well. Cause trust me, when you get married, you're gonna regret it. You don't want to get married right away. Cause if you get married too fast, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. You're gonna you're gonna regret it. If you're young and you're getting engaged, wait. Wait until marriage. Wait. Because look, marriage is really hard. Take it from me, okay? My mom, friend Susan, wanted to get married right away with me. I was like 24, 25, like around there. Yeah. I regret it myself on getting married with Susan, But now since, now that I've been married for 11 years with my beautiful wife, I don't know, but okay, so I'm going to show you, okay? This right here is my beautiful wife. We've been married for 11 years. 11 years. Okay? We've been married for 11 years. So like I said, wait until marriage, okay? Don't get married right away. Wait. Get to know that person first. Okay? Get to know that person first. Because if you get married right away, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna say, well, you're gonna say, damn, I regret it. I'm getting married with that person. Well, that's because you didn't get to know that person really well. So get to know that person really well. Okay? stay engaged, but get to know that person really well. Don't get married. Don't get married right away, because getting married is a really hard commitment. Once you get married, you stay married. Um, you cannot back out on marriage. Once you're on stage, once you're on stage in front of everyone, that's it. You're married. Like Reno. Okay, let's talk about people that are getting eloped. Okay, don't get eloped too fast. Okay, don't. Okay, wait, wait, and get to know that person good. Okay, do not elope and get married in Vegas or somewhere else. Wait. Okay, wait and get to know that person good. Once you get to know that person well, then you could plan on getting married and all that. You know, eloping and getting married, you know, trust me, you're gonna regret it. Because, whether you're young, whether you're like 24, 21, wait, you're still young. Finish college. Finish high school. Okay? Matter of fact, finish high school, finish college, you know, get a job or something, but wait until marriage. Wait. Okay? Take my advice. Wait until marriage. Because getting married is really hard. Do not elope and get married either in Vegas, Reno, or something like that, okay? Wait. Get to know that person, make sure that person loves you back. Make sure you guys love each other. Okay? Make sure it's equal. Make sure you love that person. Make sure that person loves you back. Because trust me, I regretted myself on getting married with my ex-wife. I did. I regretted myself. Because I was like 24, 25. I was still young. But yeah, get to know that person first. Don't elope. Don't get married. Wait. Stay engaged, but just wait until marriage. But that is going to do it for R1 Unrated podcast. I don't know when the other podcast will be, but I don't know. So, but for somehow on the next podcast, we're gonna talk about celebrities and how they make money. Okay, we're gonna talk about celebrities and how they make a lot of monies. Either from acting or much more. But until then, peace out and see you on the R1 Unrated podcast. Peace.